there's just a common moldy fruit note in some of these. It's not my breath. I thought, it's not my breath. Welcome to Whisk is the Journey. My name is Peter Fasciano. In today's video, you guys are seeing my first Friday flight fight. And as you can tell, this is all about a Glenfarclas. If you're new to the channel and you don't know exactly what I'm doing here, I'm basically pouring all of these. I'm going to nose them, taste them, and then eventually rank them into the order in which I like them the most. So let me go ahead and clear the table off, get them poured, line them up, mix them up, and then we'll get this thing going. But first, the 12-year-old. This is coming in at 43% ABV. Sherry cask matured, and in Phoenix, Arizona, I paid $54.99. Next up is the 15. I had to order this off of the Whiskey Exchange. It cost me $77.98, but with shipping and taxes, a little bit more. This is 46% ABV, and they're all Sherry cask matured, Oloroso Sherry cask matured. Bottle number 3 is the 17. 17 is coming in at 43% ABV. Let's go ahead and move on to bottle number 4. The 21-year-old, 43% ABV. Then we have the old one in the group, 25 years old, 43% ABV. And we have the strongest, the most powerful one. This one is cask strength, the Glenfarclas 105, and this is coming in at a whopping 60% ABV. So that's the lineup. Let's get the glasses out here and mix them up. So now the glasses are here, got them all poured. We got the 12, the 15, the 17, the 21, the 25, and the 105. And they're just labeled on the bottom. Now, in the past, I don't think I've actually had this many. It's going to be interesting to see if I can tell the difference between all of them. I tried to get a 1/4 ounce pour going with each of these. I'm not really necessarily sure about the colors, if they're going to give anything away. I think my studio lights are showing everything the same, so that's not going to be a concern. But what is going to be a concern is my palate. I don't think I'm going to be able to figure out what is what. I'm not trying to guess which bottle is in each glass. I just want to test my palate and my nose, see if I can distinguish a difference between them, and then just put them in order. Let's get these lids off. This one's going to be interesting. I can already smell all the sherry just pouring out of the glass. So left to right. I get butterscotch, a lot of butterscotch coming out of Glenfarclas. And I know that might be a combination of the sherry casks coming across to me as butterscotch instead of figs, dates, raisins, and plums. But those two, this one has more of a nose than this one does. This one seemed to be a little bit more subdued. This one is jumping out of the glass. Okay, same with that one. In order, it seems like this one is stronger, and these two, not a whole lot of notes are jumping out of the glass right now for these two. All right, that one is way fruit forward. That one smells the best so far. All right, that one's very similar to these two. Yeah. Right now, I'm kind of questioning my my choices on this video. They're all smelling the same, which is going to be a problem for me. Let me go through and see if I can actually taste a difference, because the noses, pretty much straight across the board, are the same. They have a butterscotch, a subdued fruit, plums, figs, raisins, and dates. Nothing seems to be jumping out of the glass as high proof. Even though the Glenfarclas 105 was 60% ABV, nothing really burnt my nose. But I'm not here to guess which glass is which. So let me go ahead and get on to glass number 1. All right, glass number 1. I've got butterscotch, vanilla, barrel char, a little tannin. That definitely has a burst of fruit note. Not strong, figs, plums, raisins, and dates, but it's there. I like that one. Glass number 2. All right, not getting much out of that one. Glass number 1, the flavors are dominating glass number 2. Not particularly a fan of that one over glass number 1. And just to keep this straight in my mind as I'm going through them, I'm going to push them forward a little bit based on my initial thoughts. I like this one more than that. Ooh, I get a lot of apple on this one. Ooh, man, lots of apple here. All right, let's get this on the palate. All right, that one is very soft, very velvety. I'm getting a little bit of oak, and there's definitely a rounded softness to this one, but I don't get a whole lot of fruit notes, but I like it better than this one. And I don't like it as much as this one. Let's go to number 4. All right, I think I found the 105. Ooh, that packs a punch. Holy cow. A huge burst of fruit. And these are dark, dark figs, plums, raisins. All of those dark fruits are in here. I like this one. I don't like it as much as the first one, but I like it more than the third. So I'm going to push those forward. Let's go to the second to last. Wow, that one is really sticking with me. Hold on a second. I need to get some water. All right, let's get back at it. Initially, I got the butterscotch with the Oloroso. Then I picked up some apple, now some honey, and some vanilla. Maybe straight across the board, a toffee note. This one is very well rounded. It doesn't have much flavor from front to back. It's just there. And that could just be because I came off of the high proof one. But this does not seem to have as much flavor as the others. It's still good, and they're all very good, but this one so far is falling behind that second one. So I'm going to push these forward a little bit more. The nose on this one does not match the palate. The fruity notes, the apple, the toffee, the caramel, or the butterscotch, on the nose it's there, but on the palate it's not. This one kind of falls flat. So this is going to be my last so far. And let's get to the final one. All right, that one has all of the things that this has on the nose. The toffee, the fruit, the vanilla, the honey, the lighter sides of the sherry stuff. This one's good. I'm going to put this one here. So I'm going to push that one forward, this one forward, then here. So those are my initial thoughts. I like this one the most, followed by that, followed by this last one. And then this one was my least favorite. It just is flat on the palate, but it bursts with flavors on the nose. And then like right in the middle would be this one. This one seemed to be very well rounded, but it lacks a little bit of the oomph that the other three do. But they are all very, very close. I don't think I've ever had a First Friday Flight Fight that is as close as these are. And the reason why I chose to do this, as I need some more water, is because I really do like sherry cask Oloroso matured or finished. And correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but I do believe Glenfarclas is all Oloroso sherry cask matured, at least the expressions that I have up here. I'm not really necessarily sure if the Glenfarclas 105 is exclusively Oloroso, but the rest of them are. Let me go ahead and rinse here with some water, and we'll go back the other direction, see if anything changes, and then I'll finalize my order. I tell you what though, I'm happy I'm doing this flight because I like Glenfarclas, which is understandable because I like Oloroso. So let's go ahead and go back and taste these again. On the nose, on the palate, as I'm bringing this up to my mouth, I'm breathing in a little bit. I have a big burst of fruit, a good amount of oak. That's really good. I'm going to keep that one there. Let's go here. I really do wish this one tasted like it smells. It just hits flat on the palate. Yeah, that's just a disappointing one. I want the palate to match the nose, and it just doesn't. But it's still good. It's just not as intense as this one. Okay, I'm going to keep that in order. Let's go for this one. High proof. Oh, man. That one might be That one might be a little bit too much for me. In fact, it is. I'm gonna swap these. That burn is just a little bit too intense. I'm a delicate flower. I can't handle those high proofs, not at least as much as I thought I could. That one's pretty hot. All right, let's go ahead and go to this one. Yeah, it has kind of like a moldy fruit note to it. A little bit of a funk. All right, there's some oak in that one. It's very well-rounded, very smooth, consistent from the arrival to the mid-palate to the finish. It doesn't burst with fruit flavors, but the toffee, the vanilla, the honey, the butterscotch, and the sherry is there. But it is very consistent. It's not overpowering. I'm going to keep it where it's at. Let's go to my second one. All right, coming back that direction. That one's a little bit funky. There's more of a burn with the ABV on that one. I don't remember that one tasting like that. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Yeah, there's a bitterness to that one. There seems to be a moldy fruit, like a fruit has gone bad. I think that one is now going to take over last place. And this one, whatever that is going into second to last. Well, yeah, that one, wow. I guess that's why you're going back and forth, A/B testing these things. And let's go ahead and go back to this one, see where I'm at. That's a huge burst of sherry. It's a really good amount of sweetness. With me, Glenfarclas, that butterscotch note is way up front on this. Intense toffee, really good vanilla, really good amounts of honey, pretty soft on the palate. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think there's really any reason to go back through. I really don't know what's what. The only one that I absolutely positively know, this has to be the 105. So let's go ahead and see what is in my sixth place, last place. And by no means does last place mean that it's bad. I just don't prefer this one over the others. So let me go ahead and take a look at that. All right, this is the Glenfarclas 17. So the 17 is not my favorite. So that's in sixth place. Fifth place would be, the 12. The 12 is fifth. All right, that's a little disappointing. I thought the 12 was going to rank a little bit higher. Fourth place is here. Fourth place is the 25. This is the oldest one. There's just a common moldy fruit note in some of these. It's not my breath. I thought, it's not my breath. Yeah, that moldy fruit note seems to be consistent in one or two of these. So the oldest one, what was that, 25? So that comes in fourth place. Third place is the 105. Definitely higher proof, more proof than I particularly care for. And then second place is going to be the 15. Wow, the 15 is coming in second place. So that leaves the 21. So the 15 is in second place. And for me, in first place was the 21-year-old. So yeah, the 21 takes first place. Now, again, I could do this all again tomorrow and get completely different results. And that's the beauty of tasting whiskey. You never know what you're going to like or what you're not going to like on a daily basis. Your mood, what you've had to eat, what you've had to drink, the time of day, everything kind of influences how a whiskey is going to taste. And today, this first Friday Flight Fight in July, that's how it all panned out. So with all that being said, I hope you guys are enjoying your journey, and we're going to talk to you guys later. Bye. Gosh dang it. Sorry to jump back in here. I always forget to do this. A viewer made a suggestion about blending, and I need to put a sticky note on my desk because after I do these flights, I have a little bit left over, and I want to see how they blend with what I have left over and see if the concoction that is made tastes any different than all of them individually. No surprise, smells like sherry. That butterscotch note is no longer there. Vanilla, honey, toffee, all of those things are there. Let's get it on the palate. Definitely kicked up on the ABV with the 105 and the 15. Yeah, I would drink that. It's pretty good. I wouldn't say that it was better than the 21. But yeah, there you go. A little home blending. We'll talk to you guys later.